Let's remember that the BJP has also been demanding for the cancellation of these coal block allocations, and the Prime Minister had said in his speech that there is no question of cancelling these allocations. In light of the Prime Minister's statement, it's very interesting that the PMO itself has recommended the cancellation of these coal block allocations, and the IMG is suggesting the same. Mayur Shekhar Jha is still with us. Mayur, tell us what happens from here on. And the important question is, I have to also remind our viewers, Headlines Today has been showing you reports as to how a lot of these companies that were allocated coal blocks have not started production. We will show you a report on that, a special report. But Mayur, why have these companies not started production when they were allotted these coal blocks 6 to 7 years back? All right, I think we don't have a line there with Mayur. But Ruchika, we will go to that report talking about one of the big issues that really came up in the Colgate scam is the fact that these companies have not really started production.
That's right, and we know that the CBI is now probing this. These are 58 coal blocks that we are talking about. 58 captive coal blocks as they're called, because they were allotted 6 to 7 years ago, but no mining work whatsoever has taken place. And in fact, the CBI is also examining the past records of these firms and also trying to establish whether there has been a precedence of the sort where we've seen some of these companies, some of these firms which were allocated coal blocks, subletting these coal block allocations at a premium. So that is something that the CBI is looking at right now. But as Mayur was pointing out, the decision has to be political. The ministry has to really see what it has to do next, considering the IMG has recommended that these licenses need to be scrapped, but it has also made it clear that it's the prerogative of the ministry and not that of the inter-ministerial panel.
In fact, Ruchika, as we speak, Mayur is back on the line with us. Mayur, why have these companies that were allotted coal blocks about 6 to 7 years back, why have they not started production? What is their rationale?
In fact, there's another blame game. That's the blame game that the companies have been having with the government for almost 3.5 years. That particular blame game being that the companies are saying that they have not been able to proceed with production of coal on the blocks that were allocated to them because they have not got environmental clearances in many cases. In certain cases, they are saying that the blocks that have been allocated to them have been in such dense forests that land acquisition is practically impossible in certain blocks. And in some of the blocks, in fact, there are 17 blocks that have been identified, which is also being recommended for cancellation by the IMG. In those 17 blocks, Rukmini, they have not even got prospecting licenses from the government. In fact, these are the 3 stages, Rukmini, in the life cycle of a coal block. The first stage being land acquisition, the second stage being forest clearance, and the third stage being prospective licenses. So the companies are saying that at some stage or the other, one of these 3 problems, because of one of these 3 lapses, they have not been able to proceed with the coal production. But that's the blame game that the companies have been having with the government and the local authorities for almost 3.5 years. Now that the controversy has become so big, Rukmini, these blame games become immaterial, and at this point in time, it's a strong political message, like I earlier also pointed out, that the government needs to send across. And what we are picking up from sources is that there is a high possibility that many of these companies may just become the scapegoat of the political crossfire that is going on in the country on this whole coal controversy. All
right, Mayur, thank you very much indeed for joining us with your comments on that story. Also, thank you, Ruchika Tomar. Let's in fact cut across now to a ground report that we've got to from Hazaribagh, where many of these captive coal blocks have not started production. Here's the Headlines Today special investigation.
Right now we are at the Moitra village in Hazaribagh district of Jharkhand, and coal block in this village has been allotted to Jaiswal Nickel Limited, and the entire stretch of land which I can show you has been allotted to this company by the center, but still no mining has started, no production of coal has started. I have with me the field coordinator of Nico जायसवाल कंपनी। ये बताइए, ये जो सारा जमीन है, कितना जमीन अभी तक एक्वायर कर लिया है निको कंपनी?
लगभग 182 एकड़
एक्वायर कर लिया गया,
मैंने परचेज कर लिया गया।
क्या क्या बनना है कि प्रोडक्शन किस तरफ से होगा, कोल माइनिंग का प्रोडक्शन किधर होगा, और प्रोजेक्ट पावर प्रोजेक्ट कहाँ लगेगा?
पावर प्रोजेक्ट के लिए आपका सुकुल खपिया है।
किस तरफ है?
सुकुल खपिया यहाँ से पश्चिम साइड है, सुकुल खपिया वहां से होगा पावर प्लांट का। कोल ब्लॉक का ये है मोतरा गांव से, मोतरा गांव से हाहे गांव तक के, हाहे गांव तक के।
तो आखिर अभी तक दिक्कत क्या आ रही है, प्रोडक्शन शुरू क्यों नहीं हुआ कोल का?
ये तो कंपनी जाना है, ये कंपनी के आला अधिकारी लोग जाना है।
लेकिन कुछ काम शुरू हुआ है यहाँ निको कंपनी का अभी तक? कोयला निकालने के लिए जो काम
निकालने का काम कोई शुरू नहीं हुआ है।
कोई शुरू नहीं हुआ?
नहीं, शुरू नहीं हुआ।
और कितने साल हो गए हैं यहाँ, मतलब आप लोग अलॉटमेंट हुए?
वही 5-6 साल तो हो ही गया।
5-6 साल हो गए। कुछ भी काम लेकिन अभी शुरू नहीं हुआ है?
नहीं हुआ शुरू।